The Alive token is a coin that acts as an incentive for holders to do a time lock on the Axis tokens for up to 8 years on the AxisAlive.app website. And if the rebate is at 100%, you get the same amount of money paid to you in the form of Alive tokens when you lock up your Axis for max length. Just like when COM acts as a cashback system for Hex when you lock up Hex long term. And just like with Hex and COM, you get the end bonus paid out to you and Alive at the end of your Axis lockup. But why so similar to the Hex-COM fusions? Well, Kodiak had reached out to AxisAlive to form a proof of concept for the Hex-COM fusion, but using Axis, along with the help of Johnny Sachs. Now keep in mind that Kodiak is the founder of COM and Johnny Sachs is the founder of the Hex-COM fusion. And by proof of concept, I mean a fusion strategy that involves coins other than Hex and COM, just to show that the strategy actually works, and what Hex and COM are capable of doing when they work together. So this leads to the creation of the Alive token in order to form a strategy with the Axis token to create something called the AxisAlive fusion. And it makes sense why they chose the Axis token, because Axis is one of the highest performing tokens on the Pulse Chain network, hitting over the price of 50k twice. And in the last video I went over how scarce the Axis token actually is, and I also reveal how it has the potential to do even higher numbers by taking more off the market. But with this strategy, you can time lock and burn your Axis by connecting it to the AxisAlive website. And the rate of the rebate system at the time of this video is actually at 35.8%. So if you lock up your Axis for 8 years, you can get a third of your money paid back to you instantly in the form of Alive tokens. And you can purchase even more Axis with Alive if you want to. Or you can lock up more Axis tokens and create a ladder of different time locks. But either way, more Axis is being bought and less of it is actually being sold. Now keep in mind, when you commit to locking up Axis and you break your commitment before 50% maturity, you lose both Axis along with your Alive and bonus payout. Now if you end your lockup over 50% maturity, then you only get your Axis back, but you still lose out on your Alive and bonus payout. So we went over how this innovation can increase the value of Axis, but what about Alive? Now the good thing about Alive is that it launched with zero supply, and the only way to get it is by doing a lock and burn on Axis. So while the supply of Axis is decreasing, the supply of Alive is increasing. But since Axis is already scarce and now deflationary, it's going to be harder to mint Alive over time. But what can prevent it from being another dump token? Well, you can become a liquidity provider in the following pools so you can get paid in yield. Now let's start with the fusion pool. Now pairing Alive with Axis makes it easier for others to trade between the two coins, and liquidity providers can earn fees when people swap Axis and Alive. But not only that, pairing the two coins can help them grow together. And increasing the price of Alive means an increase in the rate of the rebate, and a higher rebate makes investors want to lock and burn more Axis to get Alive, and possibly use that Alive to buy back into Axis, which benefits the liquidity providers because again they earn swap fees from this. And then we have the Vortex pool with both Alive and Wrap Pulse paired together at an 80-20 ratio, with 80% of the liquidity going to Wrap Pulse and 20% going to Alive. And according to the creator, Pulse has a bigger chance of driving the Alive price up at an 80-20 ratio than a 50-50 ratio. And since Alive is at the 20, you're going to really have to dump a lot of it in order to affect the price of Pulse. And one way to get a lot of it is if you lock up more Axis. Last, we have the refinery pool that ties Alive with Hex and COM, which makes sense because again, the AxisAlive fusion is a proof of concept for the Hex-COM fusion, so success with the Alive token can boost that strategy. And all pools are available on both the FUX and 2FUX exchanges. So you can help boost the strategy just by either going in the pools or taking advantage of the rebate. Not financial advice. It's up to you.